Dodo bells, dodo, all the squawk. What's this? You've come downstairs on a holiday and you find a big old box and you open the box and what's inside? A holiday surprise from the Dodos. Now through December 31st, enjoy 3 of our exclusive Patreon member Squawkback episodes where we discuss behind the scenes details, our thoughts and feelings on the episodes, and we just have a good time as the Dodos. Be sure if you want more of these to join our handful of gold tier to access all of the current and future Squawkbacks, as well as some extra content such as our Dodo boners, which are deleted scenes and bloopers that are from the episodes, the ones that hit the cutting room floor and then I come in from behind Joe and sweep them up into a little pot and I cook them up just for y'all. Also, we want to hear from you and hear your thoughts on the episodes as well. So please join our Discord where you can talk all things fellow Dodos. You can laugh at some good memes. You can look at some of the incredible art that some artists in the community are making. A lot of really great talent in there. And chat with us. Link in the bio. So enjoy the Squawkbacks and happy holidays from the DodoBorne crew. Squawk you later.
Hey, everybody. It's me, your GM, Isaac Allen Burns. It's me, your GM, your best friend, in your state of Arizona. Nice to meet you. And across Highway 66, Route 66, I have one Rowan Collins.
Beep, beep. I'm waving at you from my truck.
Nice. And my thumb is up because I need a ride.
Yep.
And also passing by me without stopping is one Joe Diamity.
And he slams the brakes, throws it in reverse, rolls down the window.
Oh,
How much?
Oh, no. Joe, you're not making it.
Oh,
That's so funny.
That's so funny.
Annie Hawthorne.
Get out of the road.
Oh, the tough streets of Arizona are a place to see, let me tell you. But that's not where we're at right now. Right now, we're in the state of excitement because we're going to Altea. That's right, the place that we're in. But before we get there, we should start the music.
If you're a dodo, maybe you don't know. Maybe you have wings that don't do a thing. Maybe there's something to all that is nothing. No looking back, go the way of the dodo. But if we can be brave, extinction could be safe. Adventure and romance, mystery and nonsense. Some fear and some hope, fooling us all goes. So maybe we all know the way of the dodo.
So, gang, why don't we start looking into the past? Because in the past, our party, our 3 Dodos, went to the docks to both gather information regarding the Leuvenhers gang and what kind of shenanigans were going on in the underground, as well as confronting Pistachio's brother, Wally, who was, by Pistachio, suspected of some gang activity. After an incredibly uncomfortable back and forth between Wally and Pistachio, Pistachio running past him came upon a scene of Leuvenhers thugs offloading a ship with these strange boxes. Pistachio wasn't the only one, however, as a masked individual also came into the group and began taking out the goons and using different stealth devices such as smoke bombs and daggers. Kapi, in the fracas, went onto the ship, however, and discovered some information, some correspondence between a WB and a goat, both seemingly pen names or aliases, code names rather. In addition, mentioning someone who went by Wolf. Clearly, a conspiracy was afoot and Kapi was right all along. The red tape was shown to be correct. as the party licked their wounds from a pretty vicious fight from Wally, who gave a couple of 1-2 punches to poor Crank, sending him into the drink. It wasn't Brink, sending him into the drink. They discovered that they weren't the only victims of the gang, because in fact, heading back to the Adventuring Guild, they discovered that Callie was there with news that Ingeborg had been taken by the gang as well. Clearly shook, but not yet startled, our party decided that maybe instead of just barging in, instead of barging in half-cocked and cockeyed, they decided instead to gather a bit of information. And so we last saw them headed to the cathedral. To the church they go. So gang, at this point, 5 of you, because there are you 3. Callie is behind you, and also Cerulean is also tagging along, because Cerulean is of the opinion this likely has something to do with Clover of Towers. That could be the case, or it could also be the case that Cerulean finally has people that they think are their friends, especially Crank, and so Cerulean's just kind of sticking around Crank at this point, because Crank is their best friend now. Additionally, Quackers is somewhere, but nevertheless, the 5 of you, 2-legged individuals, are running down the streets, and you are heading to the cathedral. As you go, the air is a little tense, you notice. You can hear kind of in the very, very distance, almost like the roar of like yelling of some kind of ado occurring. This is clearly over in the distance, kind of near the Manor District, which is, as we described, is up north. But nevertheless, you are going to the cathedral, which is kind of the center of town. As you get there, you find a bunch of people at the very front going to and fro. Not too dissimilar to what this looked like when the group of you first arrived almost 3 weeks ago now. See some people being carted. There are wounds on a couple of people. And you can see some of the priests that are there kind of going back and forth. You see Father McKinsey running around, yelling out orders and having dramatic moments with people. And as the 5 of you stroll up, Crank, you have a weird feeling in your head, almost a strange pulsing that seems to come from far away. The rest of you notice a sort of low rumbling below Crank's voice, though likely from his dip into the water. And Crank, you can hear whispers just on the edge of your consciousness.
Does anyone else think that there may be something bigger going on here?
You mean like in general in the town?
Yeah, like a crisis. This seems like a lot of people running around.
Well, they did say that there was like a lot of refugees from Bracken Road, and there's the stuff going on with the gang too. So there's a lot of people that were, really getting messed up from all of this.
Could I have heard, turning my fixed audio receptor all the way up, that kerfuffle from the Manor District? Could I have heard anything from that?
Possibly. Go ahead and make a instinct roll for me. As you're running up, you're trying to hear out, your senses attuned to the distance.
Oh, nice. 24 with hope.
Hope, okay. 24 is pretty good. You tune in, and the Manor countryside is pretty quiet after all. There's not a lot happening except a bunch of nobles and landed gentry just kind of hanging out, being the idle rich. But the fracas you hear is coming from where you would know from your knowledge of this city that you gained during your time here. There is a large group of refugees that have sort of taken up camp outside of Balthazar Manor in the yards and fields that surround it. Wolfgang Balthazar was kind enough to open up his manor yards for people to come and stay while they kind of got their feet up. In the 3 weeks, it's not a lot of time for people to really come to and find their footing after what had happened. Some people are still processing exactly what occurred. So there's sort of, not like a shanty town exactly, but there's a tent community that's out there. And you kind of hear the sounds of like breaking wood and like screaming, rough housing and violence in that direction.
Don't want to alarm anyone, but it sounds like there might be a little bit of a kerfuffle.
We have to talk to Father Charles first.
Yes, we have to talk to Father Charles first, because he might know something about the thing that's going on with Wally. I think Pistachio looks around to see if Father Charles anywhere, or Hazel.
You, on just a brief look, there is a lot going on, but you see in sort of the main areas you step into sort of where you remember, since you helped them before, Pistachio, you know the cathedral's layout pretty well at this point. You know where most of the people were kept. And as you go over there, You see that you have no sign of either Father Charles or of Hazel, but what you do see is Sister Lucy, who is sort of in a corner, and you see that she's sort of like going and doing things. You notice that she's got some heavy eye makeup that makes her almost look like a raccoon.
Excuse me, Sister Lucy?
She turns around and says, "Hi, yes, you can call me Sister Rocky now."
Oh, hi, Sister Rocky.
Yes.
I like that name change, I guess. Is it because it's, you have taken up new makeup?
No, it's because a man named Dan came and stole my girl Nancy, and I'm looking for him.
Oh.
But I'm doing this right now.
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you, once I check in, he's going down.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Are you looking for your sister?
Yeah, my sister, Father Charles, we have some concerning things and we think we can get him some information. So do you know where he happens to be?
You know, she kind of looks around and kind of leans in and says, "This is actually crazy timing because he left about maybe like 10, 20 minutes ago because there was a pulse of divine energy that was occurring in the docks on the far side of the warehouses. He said that he was going to go there and I was going to go with him, but we kind of have a problem right now where, you know, some of the peacekeepers kind of like up and uprooting all the community outside of the Balthazar Manor. So I gotta kind of handle this. So he took Hazel instead. So if you have time, we would really love some help, but I understand if you need to go right now because
Hey, Isaac, this is a Rowan question and also a Pistachio thinking this question.
Yeah, okay.
Is the purple that Wally's eyes glowed a similar purple to the stake that was in the ground?
Yeah.
Great. I think Pistachio puts that together in that moment and goes, great. And then dash back over to Kapi and Crank and then they like start fiddling in their pocket and go, okay, guys, I think I have an idea of what's going on. And we need to find Father Charles and my sister fast. Do you guys remember the purple stakes that were in the ground that caused us all of that crap?
Mm-hmm.
Did it look familiar to the purple that Wally was? And they like pawed around to their pocket where they had a crystal that Father Charles had given them, and they're gonna really quickly try and contact him.
Yeah, you use that crystal, and I want you to tell me right now, what does it look like as you begin using this crystal? What is the form of connection that this gives you?
So we've never used these before, so I think Pistachio just kind of like enters in some energy. This one is like a rose quartz kind of crystal flat. You put energy into it and it like pops up a little bit like a hologram to kind of show the face of like, there's a little dial tone like beep, 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 and then it connects and there's like a almost Star Wars hologram level.
Is that magic?
I think so. Or technology of some sort.
Crank as if in response, the voice in your head returns.
I would say that it's more arcanotech than strict magic. They're just some speaking orbs, though the design of them has become much less orb-like.
You see, Cerulean looks at it and says, "Oh yes, this is a very common magical item. You see a lot in Polaris. Actually, they're communication shards.
So they've changed the name.
They take, a little bit of your anima and it sends you through, and then he goes into just like a really jargony explanation. Callie is just sort of standing next to Kapi with her arms crossed.
And Cappy's also just standing there with his arms crossed.
Nice. Pistachio, you see a little green hologram, and the face of Father Charles appears, and he says, "Hey, Pistachio, this is actually not a great time, but what's up? Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Yes.
You see the blue guy again?
No, it's not the blue guy. So we were in the docks, which I understand is where you were heading right now, and my brother, he had a purple device on his arm that I think it might be the signature that you might be looking for, and it's attached to his arm. It made him go all bulky and crazy, and we were wondering if you knew what it was, but it sounds like you're going towards that direction anyway, so would you like backup on this one?"
I'll absolutely take it. Me and your sister are headed there to the warehouse. Go to the warehouse district, which is near the docks. He gives you the directions to this.
Okay, perfect. Do not let her engage him. He is way too strong for any of us right now. Please don't let her. If anything happens to her, Father Charles, I will go crazy, okay? Please don't let anything happen to Hazel.
Breathe.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna make sure your sister's all right.
Okay. All right.
Make sure that you're
Okay.
okay.
All right.
If I could reach through and put a hand on your shoulder, I would. But
Okay.
This is
Yes,
solely
this is-
this is solely our soul's talking.
Okay. Wow, that's really complicated. I have no cerulean to explain it to me, but like soul magic.
Cerulean? You end the connection and you look at your companions. While Pistachio's having this conversation, Kapi, you're standing next to Callie, who's got her arms crossed. At this point, her tears are dried, and she's just sort of muttering to herself. I used to be better than this. I can't believe that I'm so tore up about this.
Yeah. I thought we made it pretty clear that we were done feeling things, right? You know? And then these people come in, right? And they're just so persistent, right? And it's like, oh, do I care? And it's like, we can't care, right? Because that would be dangerous.
Right? Walls up.
Walls up. First smart thing you've said this whole trip.
Oh, shut up. You haven't said a smart
You
thing in
shut
your
up.
whole life.
What? Yeah, right.
They glower.
We want to go to the docks, Crank. I can feel what we need at the docks.
So I look at Pistachio and I say, so we're going back to the docks? And like a spark flies out of my like loose eye socket.
Oh, crap. Maybe we need to stop by the machinist first for you or something. You look really rough, but...
Oh yeah, I feel pretty rough. I think one of my knees isn't working properly. I try to take a step and I just like tilt to the side.
Crap.
This is me, Cerulean. This is a very difficult situation you find yourselves in, but we can take a quick breather. I have some fumes that we could huff on and it'll make us feel real good for a little while. It's
I
Polaris
don't have
special.
lungs. I don't think that would work on me.
You know, I'm so sorry, Crank. I keep forgetting that you can't do things. Can I have one of you make a knowledge roll for me? And in fact,
I want
I've
to.
got a +1.
actually, I'm going to ask Kapi to do it.
Yeah.
Specifically because of all the documentation you took from there, and you rolled a 6 for it. You rolled a 6, if you recall, last episode for grabbing the documents from the ship. You rolled a 6 on that,
Okay.
which will be honored in this moment right here. Can you go ahead and roll me a knowledge check? The DC for this has decreased by the number you rolled there, so
Awesome.
it is much easier. You now have to beat a 14.
All right. +0. That's an 18 with fear.
So, Kapi, you have been a absolute conspiracy nut this whole time. And you've got the red strings up in your mind and you're thinking about this, you're thinking about this. And a couple things kind of click into place based on those documents. From what you had grabbed and what you had read, this is a sort of multifaceted thing going on right here. Clearly, your friend the Apple People is involved. Clearly, someone with the Viscounty is involved. And you're thinking those boxes that you saw in the dock that you did not look into, you don't know what was in there, but clearly they needed to go somewhere. Wowee took all those boxes with him. Something important was in there. What would be a great way to keep people off the case of those things than to cause some problems with those refugees? Send the Adventuring Guild that way instead of where they should be looking. As you're looking around, in fact, you see that a lot of conversations are happening between some of these refugees and stuff. And one thing that you pick up on is that there is a lot of confusion. There are some who are talking to each other who are saying that the peacekeepers came in, started uprooting people, and said that orders from Balthazar himself said to clear out these tents. Other people, however, are saying that Balthazar himself, Wolfgang Balthazar, was saying, stop, telling them to stop, telling them to stay here. Clearly there was some disconnect between the peacekeepers themselves on that 18. That's what you pick up on.
So yeah, Kapi he gets done and he's looking over and he can hear all these different things. And then he thinks back to Sebastian and that misdirect. Fuck!
What?
What's going on, Kapi?
It's happening again.
What's happening again?
The Sebastian thing. This is a distraction.
What's what's a distraction?
Which part?
The docks or the...
I think the manor stuff. I want to go check on Scarlet, but something's not right.
Okay.
We have to go to the warehouse.
Okay.
I think whatever they're holding in those storage containers is probably the biggest thing right now.
I look at Callie. Do you think Ingeborg is? Do you think that's where they took her?
You see that Callie is looking at Kapi. There's like a flash of respect for a moment before it's sort of like shunted away back to the usual just disinterested smirk. And she says, those goons, I can't imagine her at the manors. Wherever they took her, it wouldn't be in the manors where all those peacekeepers on those hoity-toity nobles are.
I can't imagine anyone at the manors taking her down.
That's exactly right.
Then to the warehouse.
Well, first, Craig, you're not doing well.
Some physical mending wouldn't go amiss. No need to look in the head.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
We do have to get you back up and running. We could stop on the way. and
Yeah.
See the machinist.
Okay, yes, we need to. That should be in the direction of the docks. Okay, we need to get Craig up and ready because we can't do this alone and at half-mast.
Cerulean says, I can help too. I can help fix you up. He'll give us a chance to make a plan.
Oh, man. Great, Cerulean. I love people making plans that aren't in the group, but okay.
Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry.
Just ignore him.
You make your way to the machinist. The whole time, Kapi, you're still sort of looking through those letters, pulling out all this information, figuring this out.
When we get there and I'm like banging on, because it's nighttime, right?
It's like evening, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like banging on the door. Machinist!
Yeah, he's probably in the process of closing up shop right now.
Yeah, what's his name?
I forget his name.
We never named.
We never named him.
No, we didn't give him a name. Would you like to name him right now?
Victor.
Victor!
Oh, hey.
Open the door.
Oh, you see the...
Victor, it's me, Crank. And I
Crank.
brought friends.
Oh,
It's
hi,
kind of
Victor.
an emergency.
Yeah, it's kind of
emergencies.
emergency.
All right, hang on. You see that the it's like a garage door, like goes up. He's got like one of those onesie pajamas on. He was about to go to bed. It's got the butt flap, and he's like, "Oh, hey, hang on. All right, let me get you up here. Hang on, get you up here." And sure enough, he gets you up on in there. He starts like ratcheting you up. He starts getting to work. Cerulean right behind is sort of helping out where they can. And hey, it's me, Isaac Kalem Burns, your GM, here to tell you a little bit about the rules. These rules haven't changed, but it's still good to remind us about a short rest. This is a time for the characters to stop, catch their breath, take a break. This is, in the book it says it's about an hour, but honestly, you as a GM can make a determination based on time, how much that is. Right now, our players are just taking a quick, brief second to plan, to strategize, and to fix up a little bit of themselves. Every short rest, you may swap any domain cards in your loadout. We're not at that point yet, but if you reach a point where you got a lot of cards, you can swap them out. And you can do 2 of the following activities. You can tend to your wounds, where you're patching yourself up. You gain hit points equal to 1d4 plus your tier, which in this case is
2.
2.
Yeah. You can clear stress, where it's basically the same thing except stress instead of hit points. You can repair armor, which is basically the same thing except armor slots. Or you can prepare, where in this case you're setting yourself on a certain course and you may gain a hope. If you choose to prepare with 1 or more members of your party, all of you will gain 2 hope. So really this is just a way to sort of describe what exactly they're doing to wind down and prepare for the coming adversities that will no doubt come their way. So I ask, in this case, we'll start here with Crank. Crank, what 2 moves are you doing here?
So as a Clank, I can choose a long rest move instead of a short rest move when I take a short rest.
Damn, that's
So
good.
I am going to clear all of my stress, first of all.
Nice.
And then I'm going to, as my short rest move, repair some armor.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that 1d4.
3, that's all my armor cleared. I am still half HP, but I think we can remedy that with other means. So
Don't worry, Crank. I'll heal us up.
And I will simply roll a 1d4, not adding any of the tier to see how much HP you get back. 2, you gain 2 HP back.
awesome.
Yeah, I think Kapi's reading through the letters.
Mhm.
And, well, I definitely want to heal an HP
Mhm.
equal to D4. And then, yeah, I would like to get a hope.
Nice. So you do a prepare action.
Do a prepare action by reading the letters.
Yeah. You read the letters. It's a lot of correspondence between WB and GOAT. The most important one got written out, but I will tell you the gist of what they are.
Okay.
Because you had some time. Roll a 1d6 for me.
2.
Okay. Here's what you discover from what you're reading here.
Quacker's just like reading it with me.
Okay.
Are you hiding them from Callie? Or are you letting Callie read along with you?
I'll let Callie read with me.
Okay, because if you were going to be reading the letter, she's actually going to be like, "Oh, what do you have there? What are you hiding from?" Her move that she will make in this is that she will let you have 2 hope here
Oh, cool.
to prepare. So the first thing you notice is one of the things that you grabbed looks like a portion of a ledger. There are symbols on this that you recognize being the same symbol that was on that halberd. As you're reading through, you realize that what you're looking at is a log for shipments of weapons for the Scarlet Fever by the Apple People's business. Thing you learn from this, Apple People isn't just an apple salesman. Apple People is an arms dealer. The Apple business is a way to launder all that money. There was worry that the destruction of Bracken Road was going to lose this front and put a little more scrutiny on him. But as you're reading this, it looks like not only are there plans to rebuild Bracken Road within a couple of years after things blow over and make it into a company town, you also read something about the pomologist research that was going on to assist with this effort to perhaps allow for Bracken Road apples to live and be made outside of Bracken Road.
Cappy's like, my head hurts so bad. I've never read this much. Listen, hey, do you recognize this? And I point to the symbol.
Yeah, that's Scarlet Fever, big mercenary guild here in Voldane. They work mostly in Voldane, actually.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Were you not ever paying attention in class?
No, you know I wasn't.
We learned about this. The Azure Reavers are with Armada. I'm not going to tell this to you again. Read it yourself.
And I like peek over. Is Pistachio looking at me?
Yeah, what's Pistachio doing right now?
Pistachio was going to like help you, but instead they're now just like sitting in the corner and staring at you because they got yelled at last episode, and they're like feeling really sorry for themselves and like wanting and like waiting for there to be a break in conversation for them to come up, but also like not realizing that like they can't come up because they feel really bad, so they're just like staring at you and looking at their duck and like feeling sorry for
So
themselves.
I look over and I see Pistachio staring at us, and I like turn slowly full away so that I've seen this symbol.
Okay, yeah.
I stole a weapon from Cyrus.
Cyrus?
Yeah, I stole this weapon and I pull it out. Well, it wasn't this weapon. It's different now, but I'll show you later. But look, and I show her that the symbol is on the handle.
You see that her eyes kind of narrow, and she says, "You know, I never believed him when he said he was just in the military. He was always real cagey about it. I knew there was some Scarlet Fever, though. That's
No
crazy.
way.
What was he doing with the Adventuring Guild? He was in Scarlet Fever.
That old man?
Yeah.
Since this is a stressful situation,
Yeah.
and again, Rowan knows this is Quackers is a familiar, but Pistachio doesn't. I would like to use the bottom part of this where it marks a stress to see through their eyes
Oh, okay.
and listen to their ears, and am hearing what is going on. And Pistachio is like,
You dog.
So we'll say Pistachio heard all of that.
Pistachio heard all of that.
You don't even have to roll for it?
Yeah, Quackers is probably in your lap. You've been pretty lovey-dovey with Quackers, so I think Quackers is just unbeknownst to you, just like watching everything. Little
Unbelievable.
wet net duck there. So Pistachio, yeah, you hear all of it. What are Pistachio's two downtime moves?
Well, I am going to clear a stress. I'm gonna prepare. I was going to help Kapi out, but I think instead, since Kapi doesn't want any help from Pistachio, which ouch.
Kapi wondered why they aren't a team anymore.
Yeah, right.
And they went and showed them.
I think Pistachio is going to take out their notebook and then just start writing down like everything they could know about their brother, anything they could say, everything they know about Kapi and Crank and things that have started going wrong and going over and over in their head.
Journaling.
They're journaling.
Hyper focus on the past.
They're hyper focusing. They're having they're spiraling just a little bit, so I'm glad that they're having a clearing stress, but they're not having a great time.
No, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a part of Pistachio that probably feels a little alone right now, because Crank has two individuals sort of fixing him up, and you see that Kapi has this severely antagonistic relationship with Callie, though they're very similar. And you're sitting there by yourself,
Yeah.
journaling.
I think Pistachio is just like writing their feelings out right now. And then they like absentmindedly just start doodling a picture of like Crank, Kapi, and Pistachio holding hands and having a big group hug again. And like circles it and goes, when did we stop being a team?
As you all have this moment, sort of the tension that you're feeling, kind of getting larger and larger in this moment, eventually you kind of come to in this moment. All of your wounds have sort of been cleared up and cleaned out. Not everything is fixed. They sort of did a quick job. You were maybe here for like 10, 20 minutes. Enough time to gather your thoughts and kind of talk, I guess, separately. And as you come down, you see that your machinist is like, "Oh, well, Crank, they really did a number on you. Oh, be careful."
They really did. Yep.
Don't say anything about us, Crank. He doesn't need to know.
Yeah, well, you know. Thanks. Great
Hey, of
work
course.
as always.
Of course. I do my best work off hours.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Hey.
I'll be back during normal business hours next week for my tune-up, so I'll see you then.
I'll see you then. Hey,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
assuming we're alive. We'll see you then.
I just like walk up after that's done, and I've been very oblivious to what's been happening other than that. And I'm like, all right, I feel a lot better. Ready to go?
I feel great.
Pistachio?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
You know what I love about quackers?
What do
I
you
say
love?
as we're all walking out.
What do you love about quackers?
It's like quackers would never betray me. You know?
I just
Quackers
turned down
is
my
the-
audio receptors. That's my new like tune out. And then like anytime anyone is gonna wax on about how great Quackers is.
I just love that how you feel about quackers is how Kapi feels about cerulean.
I have my own Quackers.
Bro, it doesn't help. Or pistachio doesn't help.
Pistachio is just like, okay, all right, okay. And they just like kind of like go forward and lead the group to the docks.
Yeah, you lean to the docks following the instructions that you were given by Father Charles. You head off. You're heading to the more northern side of the docks. This is more warehouses and storage. And the closer and closer you get.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, go
Can
ahead. Yeah.
I don't know if this works, but as a world building thing, can the little crystal thing also like glow as you're like going in the right direction? versus,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
not?
like a homing device? Yeah.
Yeah.
After you've made a connection with your souls, yeah, there's a little bit of a homing thing that happens, almost like a compass that points in the direction of where they are at.
Dope.
And as you get closer and closer, the thing you notice is that there's a lot less people looking at the docks, a lot less people around. In fact, when you came here the first time, you kind of recall there being more of a guard presence, sort of in some of these warehouse storage districts, but now there's not a lot happening at all. But then you find the warehouse from which you were pointed towards. This is a large sheet metal warehouse. It's tall, up maybe like 20 feet high, with gently sloped roofs so that rain doesn't stick onto it. And as you're getting closer, you see that you've got a bit of a situation on your hands. Not too much of a situation, but just a lot happening here. First and foremost, you see at the very front are the main door where people go in and out. The large openings where perhaps cargo and boxes would go to and fro are closed right now. But the little doors that people would walk through, you see that there is a throng, a group of maybe about 4 peacekeepers, and they're having a conversation right now with who you recognize as Father Charles and Hazel. You see that on the other side, there are some guards just kind of going on a little light patrol back and forth on the other side. But right now, you've sort of got an option of, do you want to sneak around and see if you find other entrances? Do you want to approach and see what other Father Charles and Hazel are doing?
I want to get somewhere where I'm mostly hidden and turn my audio receptors all the way up and see if I
Okay.
can hear what they're talking about. And I also want to be keeping an eye out in any of the shadowy areas for that figure that I saw at the docks.
Yeah. I'll say, okay. So go ahead and give me an instinct roll. And depending on what you roll, how high you roll will depend on which of these you get to do.
Man, I'm like 1 away from a crit every time I roll these dice.
Don't you hate that? Oh, shucks.
Instinct, 14
14.
with hope.
You crank those up. Your eyes are looking up there, and you really don't see anything in the shadows that you can see from here. But as you're sort of focused on, all of you kind of pull to the side next to one of the adjacent warehouses, and as you're listening, you hear Father Charles's voice, a lot softer and more breathy than when you spoke to him last time, as he's saying. And we're just walking around, just checking to see if anyone needs any help in these dire times. And if there is, of course, any donations that you can give to the church that can help the needy, that would go a long way and bring many blessings to you and to just your community. So if you would let us inside, if anyone needs some help, if anyone's hurting, or simply need someone to talk to, me and my assistant here would be more than happy to do that. Again, my name is Father McKenzie, and I come from the church, and I'm here to help. And you see that some of the guards are kind of talking back and forth. The sense you get is that the infiltration they're choosing to go with is one of like peace. And you see the guards like, well, one of my boys got the clap. Do you think you can help with that? And you see that, they're going back and forth just on this. So they're trying a more diplomatic move.
Pistachio looks at everybody and goes,
Well, so do we want to assist them or try and find another way in, or what do you guys want to do, gang?
Callie and I look at each other and like instantly know we're going to the roof.
Yeah. You see that she was already kind of looking at the roof.
Mhm.
And I think at the same time, you both look at each other and you say at the same time,
To the roof. And then, we we both pull out our grappling hooks and
throw them up there.
Okay. That is also teamwork, I guess. Not with the team that you came with, but I guess fine teamwork. That's great. Craig, what do you want to do?
Well, the roofs seem logical, but I don't know how I would get up there.
Okay. Do you want to try as diplomatic with Father Charles and Hazel? Or do you want to try in the back? Since Callie has apparently taken Kapi away from us after he just yelled at us about not being a team.
We get up to the roof, and Kapi, you have experience with staking things out. Where exactly is the place that you would go to stake out this warehouse? Like, as Kapi is looking at this place, where is his number one destination to go?
Yeah, I think Cappy's looking for a way in secretly through a window.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you're going to take like sort of a back corner on the roof here?
Yeah.
You slink over and you see that there's this perfect little spot on one of the other warehouses where looks like there's a bit of chimney formation where some fumes are being sent up. They must be burning something inside there. You see that the sun setting right now casts a shadow on one of the sides that you can see.
Cool.
Which like that's your spot. That's the spot you want to take.
Yeah. I grab onto Callie and say, hold on.
What?
And then
Cut to. Hey, Pistachio.
Yes, Craig.
You know how people are all into making distraction?
Yes, Craig.
What if we make a distraction so that Father Charles and Hazel can get into the building past the peacekeepers?
I like the way you think. Okay, what kind of distraction are you thinking?
I don't know. I look around. Is there anything I can break, like on one of the adjacent streets?
Oh, there's so much you can break. There are boxes and pallets of stuff everywhere. There are crates, there are barrels, there are full-on chests of things. You see that there's a wagon as well, like a little carriage that is there that is sort of has a couple of things. And all of these warehouses, some are made of wood, some are made of metal. A lot of things to break. As you're pondering your decision, the voice comes back quickly.
Remember, Crank, we always send the pawns first.
See, I was thinking that I would start breaking things and you would turn into like a giant dodo and run away. And then I could chase after you and say, stop in the name of the law.
Ooh, I like this. Okay, fair enough.
All right. So I'm going to break a bunch of shit and be really loud about it.
I guess that will work.
And then I'm going to do that plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Should we tag team roll this?
Yes.
I have the hope. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, in this case, I'll say make a strength check for you. And what role do you think you would be making?
Well, so I'm turning
Pistachio?
into a dodo. If I'm turning into a fast dodo, let me see. Then I think it would be some sort of like mighty strider. Yeah, I'm gonna use a mighty strider. So like similar to a zebra-esque dodo.
Mhm.
So that says it's agility.
Can it be an ostrich dodo?
Oh, yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can.
Oh my gosh, I'm mixing up the
Ostrich
birds.
dodo.
What's it? Oh, it's like a dodo but longer legs.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically that's exactly what
It's
I
a
pictured.
chocododo. It's a chocododo.
Oh no, Squaresoft's gonna get us. Oh no.
We already had a chocododo. Anyway, let's
That's
go.
true, we did.
Okay.
Cut to.
Cut to.
I just feel like I need to do this before whatever the hell's going to happen here.
Yeah,
The
so-
distraction will also help you.
As this happens,
I'm
you
just
grab onto
shadow
Callie,
stepping.
who immediately says, don't touch me. What are you doing?
Yeah, and I'm trying to do a thing.
What are you
This,
doing? Why are you
and I
touching me?
grab her and I'm going to do Shadow Stepper because you said a shadow was cast perfectly where I was
Yeah,
trying to
that
get
is a
to.
shadow. I did say it's a
Nice.
shadow.
So
Which is
yeah,
gonna make
I'm
this
going to
even
mark a
funnier.
stress and yeah, we disappear
Okay.
and reappear.
You reappear. Immediately, you feel a body beneath you and you hear an oof. As coming out of invisibility, you see the form of that shadowy figure that was on the docks, mask and all. As the three of you land, can I get you to give me a finesse or an agility check?
Yeah. Finesse or agility?
Yeah.
Finesse is +2, so I'm going to roll and cut to.
Yeah, big smash.
I rolled a 13 with hope.
Oh,
I have rolled a 15 with hope.
Okay.
Which one are you
we'll
gonna go
take
with?
the 15.
Yeah.
a 15 with hope.
Yeah.
Very good. So both of you gain your hopes. And as describe the scene for me. Y'all go ahead. Tell me
I
what
smash
happens.
a whole bunch of shit. And then I give Rowan the signal, or I give Pistachio the signal.
And Pistachio goes, squawk, squawk, and then just like runs around like beep beep, like Roadrunner style, like
And-
past
yeah.
the peacekeepers.
Yeah, and I run after them, past the peacekeepers, and
Mhm.
as I pass the peacekeepers, I just go, "Stop in the name of the law!"
You see, you hear from your enhanced hearing, you hear, wait a minute, was that Clank impersonating an officer? We gotta get him. You see that two of the peacekeepers take off after you. You see the two that are doing a patrol. You like rush by them. They spin in the circle as they've just been like pushed past.
Mhm.
And they're like, wait, stop. What is that? Stop that.
Beep beep.
Did someone's horse get loose? I don't understand what this thing is. Crank, there's a throng. There's now like 4 peacekeepers just chasing after you. Some of them are saying,
It's
stop
like it's
that
Scooby
bird.
Doo, and it's like one direction. the other
Right.
direction.
We like slip past them. Did we get the peacekeepers that were engaging with Father Charles and Hazel? Beep beep.
You actually see there are now only 2 peacekeepers standing there.
Great.
And one of them looks suspiciously like your sister.
Beep beep. Hey guys.
Wow, that was a pretty good distraction. Good job.
Thanks.
We were able to incapacitate 2 of them.
Yeah, you guys, you look pretty good. Excellent. Do you want to share information now that Craig has that handled?
Yeah, I mean, we were going to
And-
go inside and take a look. I think stealth might be the operative thing here.
Then I need to not be an ostrich. Is there another peacekeeper outfit somewhere around here?
I mean, it sounds like there's a couple that are chasing Crank right now. If you
Oh,
want
Okay, give me like 2 shakes of an ostrich tail.
And they like waddle their little tail and they like meep meep and they run back, grab a outfit, and then quickly.
Yeah, you run past one. You see, you run into one of them and
Mhm.
fully knock him out.
Ooh.
A wily coyote, one of them.
Perfect.
And then they quickly change into an ostrich and or change out of the ostrich dodo and almost like magical girl style turn into the peacekeeper.
Yeah, we need a magical girl montage there. Need
Yep,
a
and-
transformation. scene.
Transformation.
A transformation
into
into a
just a
peace-
guy in a uniform.
Just a little guy in a uniform, ill-fitting uniform, and they just kind of walk back up and go, "Okay, guys, I'm ready." And the little peacekeeper hat like flops onto their face, and they like
Oh.
push it up.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we'll just no one ask any questions. We'll be fine. We'll just walk around. Like
we'll
we
just
know we've
say
been
by my other one's in the wash.
You can see Hazel like almost visibly vibrating with excitement for
Oh.
like her first mission. And you see that Father Charles kind of like comes up to you and says, now listen,
Mhm.
Pistachio,
Mhm.
the feeling that I felt from this place seems very similar to what was described in Bracken Road. Do you think that you're ready to face this again?
I think so. Now that we know what we're up against, we're not going to make the same mistakes.
Okay.
But Father, I told you a little bit about what happened on the thing, but it's I can tell you in more detail now that I see you. Wally had a watch kind of thing on,
Yeah.
and it like shunted into him and pulsated like purple stuff, and then he got like really big with like big purple muscles, and his eyes turned all purple, and he started saying the cruelest things,
Like a deep purple?
like a deep purple.
Not blue, like Novacite.
No, purple.
Huh.
Do you have any idea what that would be?
Only theories, which won't do us any good to theorize right now.
My biggest thing, Father, is, and they look at Hazel, who's like vibrating, and then
He's
back.
like peering inside a window, like trying to see inside.
I can't lose anybody else. I lost the town, and then Kapi went down, and Crank got really hurt last time, and I'm just so full of anger and rage, and I feel like I fundamentally changed as a person, and I don't like the person that I'm becoming. I can't lose them too. I'm not sure I'll have anyone left if I do.
Father Charles has a very like serious look on his face. He kind of like crouches down so that he's kind of at level with you and says, what happened at Bracken Road was a tragedy. It was horrific. And I'm sure that it'll take time for all of you really to come to terms and to heal from that. And what it will look like is different for each of you. But you still have Kapi, you still have Crank. They're still your people. Don't do the disservice to them by keeping all of this to yourself and isolating yourself.
They look up to where Kapi was and goes, I don't know if I'll have a choice.
Hey, they're your friends. You're not too much for them.
Okay. Thanks, Father Charles.
After this, we should have a barbecue or something after this, I think we need something to do.
Well, okay, but I do have a little bit of a plan. And they
wave you over and then whisper something into Father Charles's ear.
Yeah, as you're whispering, we cut over to Kapi. What did you roll earlier?
A 20 with fear.
I will use that fear now as you land on top of a person who had gotten there first.
The masked.
It's the masked individual. In the sort of kerfuffle, you were surprised.
Knew it.
On that 20, you were able to get away, but on that fear, you see that the masked individual has a knife on Callie.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You see that he's got this knife kind of at her throat.
What are you doing?
No sudden movements. And before you can say anything, that's where we'll go ahead and end this episode of DodoBorne. Tune in next week when our heroes break into the warehouse. Hey, it's a podcast. Hello, everybody, and almost Happy New Year. It's the part of the episode where me, your GM, and your very sick New Year's boy comes up onto the mic in all of my sick fashion in order to give a big thanks and a big shout out to all the wonderful people, all the wonderful members of the Bag of Gold tier. That's right, some of our biggest supporters. A big thank you to Condor Blue, Niklas W., Severed Ronan, Tales by Daggerlight, Darcy R., Joshus 708, Minor Thoughts, Jacob R. Hadwin, Colakago, Maria W., Zorak, the representative of Big Dodo Enterprises, Dirty Bird, Tabletop Optimist, Batty Bright, Muscles Dynamite, and BDS at Dorkmaster. Thank you all so much.
and happy 2026. Woo!